Hey guys, and welcome back.
And thanks for joining us today.
So if this is your first time tuning into our channel, it might be time to give you a little intro. So I'm Angie.
I'm Lou.
And we travel with two Chihuahuas. My baby is Lexi.
Mine is Lucy, right here.
And soon to come, we'll talk a little bit more about we're also traveling with Lalo. So we're currently traveling in a Sunset Park RV. It is a travel trailer, and the motto is basically the Sunlight Classic 18RD.
It is.
But this is the travel camp marketing version, so it's called the Traveler instead of Sunlight.
Right. It's got a little bit of a little sign under it that's like minuscule. It says classic.
Yeah.
They snuck it in.
This is an 18-foot travel trailer.
Right. Bumper to tongue is 18.
And our door, hence the RD, is in the back of the rig. So that is
right.
the most unique feature about this RV.
Just like a truck camper. You can sort of imagine that.
Yeah.
The door is in the back.
All right. So let's get into talking about this intro. So we are starting season 8 with this episode. Really excited. Sad to have said goodbye to season 7. But season 8 comes with a whole brand new trip. So this is our 2025 road trip. And we are going from Florida all the way to the state of Maine. And why did we pick this route?
Right, so this particular trip is motivated by Zoe's graduation. That's our niece. She's graduating from Amherst College on May 25th.
All right, so what is going to be different between this trip and our season 7 trip, which was to the Southwest, is going to be the first thing and the most important thing, I guess.
Yeah, so this trip is time sensitive because obviously we have to be at Amherst for the graduation on May 25th. We started late and we have to sort of travel a lot faster than we normally do.
At least the first round of the trip. So just from here to Massachusetts, we are going faster than usual. We're going to basically be booking campgrounds for 3 or 4 nights. And then, I don't know if you guys can hear Lalo in the background.
He has something to say about the trip.
Yeah. And we're not gonna book. We're gonna stay at a Cracker Barrel in between each of these to try to get there even faster.
Right. We're gonna split up the trips because I don't like traveling long distances. So we're doing anywhere between like 150 and 250 a day. And you might say 150, come on. What happens is that with a lot of these smaller country roads, the speed limits are between 20, 25, 35.
Yeah.
So it slows down the trip tremendously.
Yeah.
What you would normally be able to do in 2 hours, you end up doing in 3.5 hours because the speed limits are constantly changing and slowing you down.
Right.
So that's part of the reason too.
Indeed. And then another thing that's going to be different is a brand new truck. So
brand new to us.
Yeah, it is new to us. We did, if you didn't catch season 7 finale, we did touch on us getting a new truck and why. And that slowed us down from leaving Florida just because we were trying to find the perfect truck with a perfect price range, not too far from us, and then on top of that, then selling our truck because the trade-in value just was not worth it.
Exactly.
So unfortunately, we left a lot later than we were planning on leaving.
That's right. That's if you ask, well, why did you leave so late?
Yeah, that's why.
That's your answer. We left so late because we were truck hunting. And if you've ever gone truck hunting after COVID, you know how difficult it is. So that delayed us. And then the other new thing about this particular travel is that we have a new member of the family.
We do. We just recently adopted or rescued or took in a little parakeet. He is mostly featherless. When we got him, he only had feathers on his wings. And that's because he was in a cage with another bird that was super aggressive towards him, always pecking at him. So he's lost a lot of his feathers, being plucked out or stressed. But we've now had him a little bit over 2 months, and he's already regrowing a ton of new little feathers. I think he's going to be patchy. I don't think he's going to grow them everywhere, but that is going to be something new with this season. You're going to start seeing a lot more of Lalo.
Yeah, Lalo Laísimo. He's quite the character. He fits right in. So what are you most looking forward to for this trip?
Okay, so what I'm looking forward to the most is, well, it's a combination of things. I can't say the most because I don't know which one I'm going to enjoy the most. One, I'm excited about having more beach time. On our Southwest trip, every so often I'd ask Lou, is there going to be somewhere we can drop our kayak? Is there going to be somewhere we can drop our kayak? I wanted to be near water. I wanted to go to water. And I didn't realize how much I enjoy being near water until that trip. Lou has always known it. She's a water baby.
I'm not a water baby because I don't know how to swim. No, I like to be close to water. It soothes me.
Yeah.
For some reason, maybe because I grew up in Miami Beach and I'm used to like the sound of the water, the smell. You know, it relaxes me. So yeah, I'm always looking to be close to a body of water.
So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to a lot more beach days to come. So stay tuned for those.
That's
and then
it?
the other thing, yeah, there's two things. The other thing is actually campgrounds, which is crazy to say. In Florida, we only have 3,000 trails. So I was really excited to head to the Southwest and see other campgrounds. And my God, they really did differ a lot from state to state, whether it was the layout of the campground, the tightness, the amenities, the stuff, like everything had its own little quirk. And I enjoyed seeing all the differences. So since I saw so many different like campgrounds, like in and of itself, Whitney versus Columbus, same state, but so different.
Completely.
So different. So I'm looking forward to see how the Northeast trip is going to differ as well.
Yeah. Well, I have these written down because, you know, we weren't going to remember all of it. But what I'm looking forward to the most is seeing my niece graduate. That's going to be very rewarding for me because we were there 4 years ago on her first week of college. Mm-hmm. And now I'm going to be there on her last week of college, seeing her graduate and all the effort and stress and she put into it.
Right.
And I'm extremely proud of her. So it's I'm sure going to be a very emotional day for me.
Right. If you guys weren't with us, if you're new to our channel, back on season, I think it was either 4 or 5, we kind of did the same trip because that's when she started college. So you can go back to see that season. It was a truck bed camper. We built out a truck bed, and that wasn't staying at campgrounds. That was staying at like Boondockers Welcome, some state parks, some Harvest Host. So this trip is going to be so different from that. But I did want to touch on that because we did do this 4 years ago when our niece started college.
So the other thing I was looking forward to is I like the area of Northampton a lot. So I'm looking forward to spending some time in that city. It's where Smith College is. And I love the vibe there. People are friendly. They're accepting. They're non-judgy. So I'm really, really looking forward to being there in a different season. Because originally when we were there, I believe it was either late August or early September. Mm-hmm. And so now it'll be closer to probably the end of spring or the beginning of summer. And so I'm really looking forward to experiencing a different season in that area. And then I'm also looking forward to whale watching. We're going to go in Maine. We're going to book in Maine a whale watching tour. Mm-hmm. Hopefully we'll be able to catch the whales because, you know, it's not guaranteed.
Right.
But hopefully we can do that. And of course, I think that the exclamation point of the trip is Arcadia National Park. And it's a phenomenal park. If you guys haven't heard of it, which I doubt you haven't, just look something up on it on YouTube or PBS has documentaries. It's coastal. It's phenomenal. It has a lot of hype. So I'm really looking forward to being in that park. That's it. That's my list, but Zoe's at the very top.
I suspect, based on everything she's told me about Arcadia, that is going to be similar to our time in Sedona, where you guys are going to have lots and lots of videos of lots and lots of activities.
We'll see, because we're only there for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And in Sedona, we were there 3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah.
So we'll see. I definitely have planned to hit a couple of things that are must do while you're there. That type of thing. I definitely have that on the list. And then depending on how much time we have left and how exhausted we feel, try to fit something else.
So since we touched on the whale watching, we did already get our tickets because the space is limited and they go by really fast. But why don't you tell them a little bit of the tricks or hacks to ticket buying?
Right. So with every whale watching trip that you take, they can never guarantee that you're going to experience a whale. When they'll go out for several hours and they'll navigate and try to find them. But it's not guaranteed that they're going to find a whale. So most whale watching tours, and if yours, the one that you're thinking of taking, doesn't offer this, they offer sort of like a second opportunity. You go out on your trip and you don't happen to encounter a whale, then they'll give you a voucher so you can come back again. So what I did is that I booked the whale watching tour as soon as we arrived at the campground. We're going to be at that campground 2 weeks. And I did that because if on that particular trip we don't experience a whale, we still have another 13 days for them to try to fit us in to go out again for a second time and see if we can encounter a whale. Yeah. Only 2 chances, you don't get a third, only 2. But that's sort of like the way I maneuvered myself around it. Booked it as soon as I got there. Don't see a whale, I might get another chance in the next 2 weeks to get on a boat and possibly catch a whale.
Yeah, I think that was super important to share with you guys. 1, so that you can book early, and 2, so that you don't leave it towards the end of your trip as the highlight of your trip, because you might not get that second chance. So keep that in mind so that you can do yours at the very beginning too, to buy yourself that time if necessary. Yeah.
That's it. That's all we got.
That's it. If you enjoyed this little, I guess, intro and what to look forward to in this upcoming season, please give us a big thumbs up. We are still here at the very beginning of the season. So if you have done anything between Florida and Maine that you highly recommend and you think are must-dos, please drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear your suggestions so that we can do it either on our way up or on our way back down, because we do have to be back in Florida for the holidays.
Absolutely. If you haven't subscribed, this is the time to subscribe for the new season. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time we upload a video. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.